So because I was traveling, I didn't get to make a proper open for Paddington, but I didn't want that to keep me from recommending that you see this truly magical film. What? Didn't I slam the Paddington trailers? I did, because they were awful, and guess what? They don't accurately represent the film. Sure, that gross-out humor is included, but it's a very small part of a much bigger and impressive picture. Now, Paddington is not just a Valentine to that beloved character, but also to London and UK culture in general. And there are two elements in the film, messages basically, that are so impressive and so sophisticated for this kind of family fare that it elevates the material beyond what's already a pretty good position in terms of quality. And that's that Paddington honors London's past and its future. Now, with the past, Paddington alludes to the orphans of World War II. And that's something that I'd heard about, kind of peripherally, watching BBC television and the like, but I never really had thought about it, and because it really never received global attention. So to highlight that here, and how so many people took in orphans into their homes, often at train stations, I thought was really touching. So I loved that that was included. But in addition to that, I said it honors London's future, right? Well, Paddington, I think, makes a very strong positive case for immigration, and that even a bear from darkest Peru who loves marmalade can find a proper home in London and be welcomed with open arms. And this is an important message, not just for any place in the world, as people are always moving and finding new homes, sometimes under good circumstances, but also sometimes under bad, but also particularly for Europe, because they have some immigration problems. We've heard a lot about the strife over there, and that not everybody embraces the melting pot mentality. So to have a family film embrace immigration in such a positive way, I think is wonderful. So I really liked those aspects of the film. And again, as I said, they elevated it beyond just being a good family film to actually a special film. And this film is nominated for 2 BAFTAs. It's a Best British Film, which totally fits, and also Best Screenplay, Adapted Screenplay. And I think it's worthy of both of those honors when you see the film. You really will be impressed. You're going to have to take a leap of faith on this one, but I think you'll be glad that you did. It's very well acted. Paddington's CGI is fantastic. Ben Whishaw was a great choice for his voice. The character is incredibly well realized. The Browns are delightful, so hilarious, so many great lines. Hugh Bonneville from Downton Abbey, a particular standout. He's so good in his role, and he has a great scene with Paddington at the Explorers Club. I don't want to ruin it for you, but let's just say that he's very game to have a good time with this movie. I thought that the script was very good, very humorous. I thought that the music, the score, fantastic. I actually bought the soundtrack for this, and I think that I would recommend you do the same, because you'll be able to hear more of it than you do in the film, where it kind of complements the movie, but even on its own, it's just something wonderful and enchanting to listen to. And also, I thought the production design was really spectacular, and I think that writer-director Paul King is clearly inspired, at least, by Wes Anderson. This is like a mainstream version of Wes Anderson, and it's very effective. Wes Anderson's even moving more into the mainstream. But then, I think the cherry on top of the sundae would have to be Nicole Kidman's character. Now, say what you will about her acting. I mean, she's a little stiff, but her character is fantastic. She, of course, plays the villain in the film, but as I often complain, female villains are often, at the end of the day, made to be sympathetic, or their motivations are to please someone else, like someone put them up to it. But what I loved about Nicole Kidman's character is that through and through, she was just an evil woman, and I thought that was absolutely fantastic. And I loved that they didn't go there in terms of trying to redeem her character. She was just a villain, and she did a very good job of that. She was very well realized, and was certainly, of course, I'm sure, inspired by Cruella de Vil. So, fantastic movie. I highly recommend that you go and see it. Again, take the leap of faith, and I think, as one BTT viewer tweeted me before I went away on vacation, one of the reasons that I chose to see Paddington out of all the new releases last week is that you will leave the theater with a smile on your face. And I did as well. All right, so thank you so much for tuning into my review. If you saw Paddington, please leave your thoughts down below what you thought of the film. I'd be particularly interested to hear what BTT viewers in the UK thought, because it's been playing there since November. So again, leave your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in, and you can check out these other episodes right now.